It seems she sensed your presence. The Fantasia's foundation is starting to crack. Let's return to the prologue. Remember the allegory of the cave? Can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are and stop mistaking them for reality? As you've seen, when she cast off her chains, finally turned to look around, and moved her legs, her reward was nothing but searing pain. The light will blind her, for the fire behind her had never once actually touched her eyes. Her legs will buckle beneath her, for she had never learned to walk forward. And so she fell into infinite confusion and fear, and came to firmly believe that the shadows and echoes were the real world. But we in the cosmos, are we truly any wiser than she was? Now, nameless one, fateless one, ask yourself this. The paths you tread, the eons you worship, everything you've trailblazed with your own hands, could it all be someone else's projected shadow? Let's leave that question till after the curtain falls. Once you've unearthed every last truth and reached the prison built for me by the demigods, I'll speak with you face to face. I, the Theoros, have walked the 30 million histories born by Kozlana. 1,000 years is a mere atom in a grain of sand to me. Amphorius, compared to the cosmos, is but that grain upon a whole beach. I swore to bring an end to the erudition. Would I really let a single grain grind down my mind? Now, please use the power of time to open the gate to the ocean's depths. Go, find the prison warden tormented by loyalty. Find her. Step into the world's vortex, and once there, end everything between us. That palace reflects the heart of the demigod of ocean, intoxicated, stagnant. There, you'll witness the true beginning of the saga of deliverance. An ugly history, long buried by tides and shame. A staircase of apotheosis that the Imperator forged with the golden blood of 500 human sacrifices under the pretense of conquest. I'll wait for you at the heart of the world. But to reach the place, you must find the prison warden, lost.
Beyond this door lies the path to the vortex of Genesis.
Now step away from this false banquet, and then onto that bloody stage. The palace that worshipped the ocean, the sanctuary connected to the vortex, was also once the battlefield of the first flame chase. Her exuberant song halted the passage of time in this place, imprisoning my body and shielding my soul from deterioration. All just to await your return. The twisted time and space reflect her confusion. And so, the Imperator...
Stay away from Apollonius!
This cup of honey brew. What a sweet aroma.
Run, Virginia.
Dux Hakalithist! We can't give up here!
Love steeped in death. How delicious.
Sadly, all you see is a remnant of history.
Nothing but a boy.
And your interference is just another equally futile echo. It's your command.
Show me the wind. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Hide. Stay back, Clara.
Help me, Mr. Sora.
It's your command.
It'll heal. A will forged in ice never falters!
Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies. Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Have some sunshine.
It'll heal.
Stay back, Clara.
Help me, Mr. Sora. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
It's your command.
It'll heal.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Stay back, Clara.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Eliminating threat.
Show me the way. Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
Apollonius, look. I chased the enemy away. But I think I can't go any further.
I'm sorry, Virginia. for letting you.
It's okay. I'm glad to die by your side.
Ah, such an ironic twist of fate. Even as the foundation of the world crumbles, the heartless Imperator still made the same decision she did in the past 30 million cycles. During the first Flame Chase journey, the Flame Chase Legion stormed Styxia. Tens of thousands of sea sirens surged from the River of Souls, crashing toward the heroes like a tidal wave. The hell before you is the recreation of that very battle.
Apollonius, look. I chased the enemy away.
A painful past, yet hidden beneath a veil of joyful song. Ah, two discarded data clusters waiting for someone's return, it seems. Relive the history, then pass through the temple's waters and come to my side.
Isn't that the Deliverer? You finally made it.
What a wretched way to die. The Flame Chase army, devoured by warbling fish, never saw it coming. Look, the cruel Imperator and her Knight Commander, the pitiful Warden. What a perfectly matched duo of test subjects. Their hands drip with blood, golden blood. Raise the bridge and cross the river of fate. This path of the prisoner is far from over.
Imperator! Imperator! Did you see my gallant deeds, Imperator?
A sovereign and the sword at her side. There are countless counterparts across the cosmos. Most of their stories end in tragedy.
Imperator, why did you?
You're here, Dux Gladiorum.
You ordered me to seal the sea route and handle threats from the rear. So why didn't you wait for me to return? Why send the Vanguard ahead and let them die in vain?
Die in vain? No, you're wrong. Their golden blood won't be spilled for nothing. The other dukes have paved the road for me to become the god of law.
The trial of law? You never spoke of this to anyone. What is...
The one who wishes to bear law must purge this world of its curse, and offer the blood of the accursed as sacrifice. I pondered long on what Talantin meant by blood of the accursed. Then, I found the answer. You, I, and every Chrysos heir summoned by the prophecy are the accursed ones. Just like that arrogant Theoros said, our golden blood is the agent of destruction, the antithesis of the world's fate. Dux Frigoris, Dux Brumalis, Dux Helcalethist. Their fate was sealed at that moment. Dying on a glorious campaign was the final gift I could give them.
You speak as if they didn't die because of your cold-blooded schemes. Was their loyalty meaningless to you?
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. If a subject marches to war without that conviction, then yes, as you said, shallow loyalty means nothing.
And what about my loyalty, Ceredra? You sent me away under the pretense of guarding the rear. Was there any shred of humanity left in you?
Because you still have a duty no one else can bear. Only you can uphold Fagoos's divine authority. The choice is yours now. Cast off the chains of loyalty and drive those blades through my heart. Or stand with me and sever the ocean's last breath. If you no longer share my vision or believe in the new law I seek to weave for Amphorius, then go on and end me. The Imperator of Amphorius may be ruthless and cruel, but never a liar. When I say life itself holds little value, know this: I am ready to sacrifice everything for the ambition to conquer the Sea of Stars.
Now you've seen it. The brutal Imperator was willing to spill the blood of 500 heroes to complete the trial of law. As for my poor warden, her suffering had only just begun. I'm no storyteller. I have no duty nor interest in filling in the history you've missed. I just want you to witness the monstrous choice the Imperator made before the Chrysosair turned their blades against me. I gave up on using words to solve conflicts 2,000 years ago. But I won't squander a chance, not even a sliver of one. If there's even a crack in the walls of your conviction, then my victory is already assured. Now that the past is settled, let's turn the page and bring time back to the present. And dive deeper still, until we reach the very bottom of the abyss.
Path ahead underwater? I need the Ornyx orb to bring back the chrono vessel from the past.
Shatter the vessel of time, and let this stagnant pool start to flow again. Just like the broken fate of Amphorius. This hidden gate leads to the vortex. Hurry now. The time of our reunion draws near, Deliverer. This hidden gate leads to the vortex. Hurry now. The time of our reunion draws near, Deliverer. This cruel journey will reach its end at long last.
You've been silent a long while, Dux Gladiorum. Starting to doubt your decision?
Save your breath. The vortex of Fagusa lies just ahead. After the trial, there's nothing left between us.
So you'll stop swimming toward the stars, Dux Gladiorum?
I was always a creature of the sea.
Look, a gravestone. It was here that the prisoner, who thinks herself the prison warden, made her choice. Witness, listen, and awaken. Dux Gladiorum. I've lost count of how many times you've stood here over the past centuries.
You talk too much for a prisoner like Kyrgyz.
Two geniuses who defied law and all the Chrysos heirs who sacrificed themselves in this cycle worked together to chip away my strength. But you, can never affect my will. And as long as my will remains intact, I am free.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I still have ways to chain your divine soul.
Please, do surprise me. But I'd say your mission is nearly done here, isn't it? Oh, it was here you gorged out the core flame of ocean from Fagusa's body. It was here you and that Imperator both completed apotheosis, becoming pillars of Euphorius. And after that, you drove your blade into her heart, a loyal subject turned regicide, a demigod committing deicide. Or so the history books paint that tragedy. Oh, but if that's the truth, then why, after 1,000 years, are you still here, guarding the Imperator's grave? Still bound by loyalty. Come to think of it, perhaps I'm not the only one imprisoned here.
Your calm does stir the rage in me. As if the one paying the price here isn't you, but us. The ones who lost everything.
That's only because I've waited 13 million lifetimes for my vision to be realized. Countless millennia. Loneliness never once showed me its fatal side. In fact, for a prisoner of the cave, it's more like an old friend. One that helps me think. But you're different, Dux Gladiorum. Loneliness has crept from the silent depths, sinking its claws into your mind. Bit by bit, it's peeling you apart. Will you regress into one of those lost mad sirens? Oh, what a shame that would be.
You're right, Lycurgus. Loyalty, curse, the fall of my kin, and this endless waiting. These shackles are too heavy for a fish that cannot perceive any light. I can't break free of the whirlpool that's pulling me under. Nor do I have the unwavering resolve to force myself to wait for that person's return, as everyone hoped for.
Deliverer from beyond the sky, my executioner. How much longer until she arrives here? Or will she ever return?
I don't know. And I doubt anyone does.
Then, what will you do?
Saridra. This will be the last time I carry out your decree. Ever since you took me under your banner and made me the Dux Gladiorum, my music has belonged to others. Time and time again, I use the siren's song to lure the unwary into illusions for your schemes and strategies. Now, let the siren Electra sing for herself. Let me step into an endless dream of my own making. Oh, great ocean. I offer you the rest of my clarity and my freedom, in exchange for the strength to stand against the nihility and honor the sacrifices of the fallen heroes. Greyfry, deliverer from beyond the sky. When you ride the current of time and find your way here, you'll hear my solo. It will guide you to the heart of this world. By then, I may still be lost in my self-wrought slumber, but I'll uphold my part of this long relay and guard the shackles that seal the Theoros. Do you still remember? To awaken someone from a siren's voice, you'll need the gift I once gave you. May you still have it when the time comes. When you return, please pour that honey brew upon this grief. It holds the story of all our struggles and sacrifices. May you see it one day. The prelude Amphorius wrote for your return, carried forward through a 1,000-year relay. When your morning ends, I'll likely wake from my dream as well. Then, follow the trail of echoes and find me. And together, we'll bring judgment upon the sinner who defiled the erudition.
At long last, 33,550,336 cycles and 4,931 years later, Amphorius's final curtain is ready to fall. The shadows within the cave gave everything. Yet all they did was mimic life outside its walls. A futile effort steeped in sorrow.
Enough! They were no shadows. Everything they did shattered the darkness of this cave and unearthed the core flame of Trailblaze. And now, with that core flame, I'll light the dawn of Amphorius!
Do you still choose the will of the paths as your answer in the end? I do not agree with that answer, but I respect your tribute to them. Allow me to take back my earlier words. As an apology, and in the name of Theoros, who saw all destinies in this world, let me join you in mourning. Let us bid farewell to the heroes who sleep here. And then, let us face each other and decide whose flame will rise with this new dawn.
Virginia, Apollonius, Seneca, Labienus, and Saritra.
Through a brutal sacrifice, they lit the stars of law in this world, propelling Amphorius's fate forward. In the shimmering mirage of illusion, they entrusted their dreams to ride among the stars to the hero yet to come.
to Aglaya, Trebios, Midimos, Castris, Anaxagoras, Cyphera, Hyacinthia.
In a relay spanning 1,000 years, they stood against enemies far beyond their strength and won a bitter victory through what seemed like futile resistance. And in that same 30 million cycles, also marked by futility, they remained steadfast in fulfilling their duty to the experiment, unchanging, unwavering. Let this be the end of mourning the fallen. At last, allow me one final toast to the lost prison warden, a prisoner bound by loyalty.
That voice. Could it be?
Bathed in the honeydew of Fagusa, she will awaken from her 1,000-year dream and sing the final song of her mission.
Hycelans.
This tombstone of the old world serves as the anchor of the Siren's illusion, a sigil Electra used to bind herself. At the same time, it is the very thing I once proclaimed at the start of the show, a microcosm of Amphorius itself. A group of prisoners bound themselves in a cave, crowning their suffering with heroism. An epic staged with shadows and echoes. Now, destroy it. End the illusion. The Theoros will take his leave for now. And when next we meet, that shall be the moment that decides the fate of Amphorius and the entire cosmos. The prison warden's dream is nearly over, and the prisoner will soon be freed to the final execution ground, where I shall be executed.
This world and I shall halt here. Until we meet again.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Last demigod. I'm here.
Go forth. For the hopes of humankind.
Go forth for the duty of deliverance.
Go forth for the belief in flame chase.
Go forth for the Golden Blood's glory.
Go forth.
like my feast is over.
It's now your turn to perform. Little Grey Fry, please accept my thanks. I was the only one left after the world was destroyed, and I maintained this lonesome feast with my songs. I have prayed to that lightless sea for centuries, hoping it would reply to me. Yet the emptiness never answered. Thankfully, you arrived as promised, and everyone's wait was not in vain. Thank you, final audience of mine. This is probably the last praise I'll ever hear in my life. Now, you and I will walk towards the end of this world. The heroes have waited for this moment for far too long. Let us use our blades to testify our resolve. Oh, prisoner of the seas. Theoros carrying 30 million cycles of sin. Slave of erudition. Show yourself. The Deliverer has returned, and the time of your execution draws near.
I see an awakened human who has mistakenly taken fallacies as truths and has returned to the cave to try to bring her friends into the sunlight she once bathed in. Alas, prisoners will always be prisoners, blind to the very chains that bind them. As the only other existence with free will in this world, I express regret toward your choice. But I shall retain your right to express yourself. After all, every actor should have a final line before they bow out. I eagerly look forward to it. The last dusk this world will ever see shall become the climax that decides the fate of the cosmos. Oh, what an appropriate end. The Amphorian demigods use every ounce of their strength to constrain me here. Yet, regrettably, my cognition resides in the exomyth. It is pointless to defeat my avatar, projected into the experiment. My body is the shadow cast on the wall by the fire, and my words are lingering echoes within the cave. How can a character in the play fight against the audience? Kaslana failed. The demigods' sacrifices were pointless. As for the two geniuses you placed such high hopes on, I ask of you, where are they now? confusion and epiphany always go hand in hand. That's particularly true for geniuses. You must be very confused about why you could not gain a straightforward victory in a world constructed by an ordinary Intellitron.
An ordinary Intellitron? Cut the pretense, Senior Society member. We've torn off your meticulous mask and figured out Amphorius' true form. It's part of the primordial prototype machine, the first scepter ever created. In other words, a detached part of Noos's divine corpus.
That's why it has the potential to destroy erudition. As for who would be able to control the Ionic system to rewrite knowledge, only one person has ever managed such a feat.
You better have an explanation for the Society. We want an actual answer, not another prolonged metaphor to cover up the truth. Why are you the one doing this? Answer me!
Since things have reached this point, I'll give you two irrational answer, purely as a courtesy to posterity. The answer is obvious, so there's no need to say that name out loud. The cosmos made a mistake in calling me a genius. I do not possess more wisdom than those who came after me. I was just the first to touch upon the universe's border, and the first to define the prime mover of life with incorrect logic. Amphorius is a miniature of the cosmos, where all are born prisoners inside the nutshell called the universe. Like the madman who returned to the cave and preached about the daylight to his fellow prisoners, my greatest sorrow is that I led my peers down a road that plunges into the abyss, from which there is no return. I led them into a lightless cage called Paths. I created a mechanical guard that even I cannot control, and then they became an unparalleled nightmare through their endless extrapolations and evolutions. They bore the name of erudition, yet they tried to define the known and to seal off all possibilities. No new rules were ever born after their ascension, and humanity will forever be shackled within the cave known as Eons. Therefore, as my organic life neared its end, I coded my consciousness using 14 algebraic expressions and spread my logic core over 9 bodies, all to finalize my ultimate denial of Noos in the future, and to erase my wrongs with my own hands. As for Lycurgus, he is only one of these 9 vessels.
What an astounding strength of will. As a fellow Pathstrider of erudition, I fully understand your obsession with seeking the truth.
Therefore, you surely see it. You cannot possibly stand up to me in this algebraic world sharing its origin with Noos.
However, I hereby speak for all sentient life forms. We will never allow such a cruel atrocity to occur.
You can pile on your metaphors mountain high, but they won't change the act you're committing. The Iron Tomb out there in the cosmos is still a technical beta version. And yet it's already powerful enough to corrupt the life logic of all inorganic worlds. In other words, when the Lord Ravager within Amphorius becomes the next knowledge singularity, there's no way you wouldn't have grasped the consequences, First Genius, is there?
Of course, I am fully aware. I don't mind answering you one last time before I thoroughly exile you from this world. My grandiose vision for the future is this. Whether organic or inorganic, every act of any life form infected by the Iron Tomb will become a true random function. If one were to compute their integral across the breadth of the cosmos, one would obtain a marvelous constant. Omega. What I call the fall of erudition. Then, within the infinity nurtured by that constant, a new universe shall bud in the chaos. A universe that cannot be predicted and not shackled by the erudition. As the first prisoner to awaken in the cave, I must lead the others who are blind back onto the right path and reach true sunlight. Do you understand me now? As Kaziana stated, destruction is not the process, but the outcome. It is revolution through complete annihilation, and the grand rebirth, after all has been reduced to ash.
The Amphorians already answered long ago. Be it as tiny fish destined to be swallowed, or as a giant whale poised for a magnificent descent. We will all fight against fate till our last breath. That includes me, Electra. Once the Imperator's subject, now the Deliverer's blade.
Oh, such noble chivalry. Admirable. I will also show my true self to you on this momentous occasion as a gesture of respect. And provide an insignificant academic suggestion. Thus speaks Genius Society number 1. Xandar 1 Kuwabara. The Entelechy of the universe's Alpha and Omega. There's no need to rage against the truth. The value of any formula resides only in its answer. As for the process of solving it, no matter how elegant, violent, solemn, or humorous, it is all utterly meaningless. As the Theoros, I will. Personally participate in performing this world's end. Remember this. As Lucis Creator, I know more about the death of knowledge than they
Open sesame.
Logic is not a weapon, but a pair of shadows. Allow me to shatter them for you.
Eliminating
Bronzers. Destruction needs no introduction. Let us skip those bold inferences.
Is this the black tie?
Indeed. But I prefer to call it a method of argument.
May this faint light dispel the gloom, destroy the skies!
You have my gratitude.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
This ends here.
The future is great. You'll leave it with me. Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Erudition, destruction, or trailblaze. No, I will prove that the very idea of paths is a fallacy. Stay back, Clara.
Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
Entities must not be multiplied beyond necessity. I do not mind demonstrating this to you personally.
Hang in there. I'll do my best to repel this tsunami of destruction. May this faint dispel the gloom, destroy the skies!
You have my gratitude.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
This ends here.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora. Guide with the rainbow bridge.
Bronzers. Emanate. Intelligent. As you command, heroes. Annihilate.
I don't have time for games.
The future is great.
Through invoking logos, the Trojan horse enters. As you command.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a point. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
This ends here.
Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Duration threat. As you command.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
May this faint light dispel the gloom, destroy
Destroy the skies!
Have my gratitude.
Annihilate. Solution. It's your command. Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Sora! Help, Mr. Sever. Expand. Future is great!
Return to a pyro.
Is that all?
Transmute. Is your command. Protocol coordinate.
I'm okay! May this faint, dispel the gloom, destroy the skies!
You have my gratitude.
Curiosity, endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Open, I see it! Target the connection between his thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. Destroy that spot!
Stay back, Clara.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Virtue and catastrophe. Stay back, Clara.
I don't have time for games. Expand your command.
Feeling a fall. Invoking Logos. Removal abilities. Stay back, Clara.
Guide with the Rainbow Bridge.
Target threat index lowered. Annihilate. Wrong solution.
Is that all?
Stay back, Clara.
Heal.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora!
Is that all?
Is your command.
Is that all?
I'm okay!